Hi guys, I am Nu-Trix, the Synth guy, and today we're talking about the update 1.10 of the Roland SE-02. What's new with that update? What does it bring to the table that it wasn't there before? Well, a couple of things. First thing is that you can actually have a new bank. There's a bank D of preset you can play with, so it gives you a list of other sound to listen to, use, and maybe be inspired by, and creating new sounds. So that's a cool thing. On the synthesis aspect, they now have a control for the pulse width modulation depth and the rate of the LFO assigned to the pulse width modulation. Of course, it's not on the board itself because the board is already fixed and laid out. So it's in the menu, so you have to go into the menu. So I'll show you how this works. There's a couple of new features in the step sequencer, either real-time recording with a click track or entering the notes one step at a time using a keyboard. So either a K25M or using a MIDI keyboard plugged into the back. Both of them works the same way. There's new features like clear. You can clear a pattern, you can clear a patch, you can clear a song in just one push of a button. And there's something new. There's a loop for the song. So you could do a song, I don't know, 10 measures and then loop it again. So you can turn on the loop for the songs or not. We'll look into where you can find these things. So let's go. So one of the first features that is interesting to know about is the pulse width modulation rate and depth. And like I said earlier, it's not possible to have it on the board itself. So it's in the menu. You have to go into patch mode. You press on comp and play at the same time. Press on the 2. And you have these, all of these 1, 2, 3 up to 7 and 8. There's values for them. The first one is the pitch band range. The second one is the depth of aftertouch, controlling the control changes. Third one is aftertouch using the LFO. Then you have aftertouch for the cutoff point. You have the contour, depth, and then you've got volume of the patch, and then there's the new ones. This one, 7, is LFO pulse width rate and LFO pulse width depth. So I've got this little thing here. I'm just going to pick something with a pulse, and I'm going to go here, and I'm still into the LFO depth here. I can bring that up. Okay, bring that up, maximum. Then I go to the LFO. I'm going to change the rate. This is just, this is so fun. It's just a massive sound. And this is just 2 oscillators just with the pulse width modulation. So that's why we love pulse width. So I'm happy that they have it. It's just, listen to this. Oh, this is just fun. Okay, so that's the 2 new ones. So the rate and the depth. Then you have the 9 here, number 9. You press on this and you have clear. So this is, if you want to erase that patch and start from scratch, you can just go clear and it's going to erase the patch you're actually in. So this is new for the patch, but it's also good into pattern mode. So if you switch here and you go into pattern mode, you also have now a number 9 for clearing the pattern. And 1, 2, 3, these are what it already was there, so there's nothing new about it. And the song mode, if you go again, note and gate, or edit and pattern, and the song mode, you have the one that were already there before, and there's a new one, number 5 here, which is the loop. So you can loop a song or not. If by default it's at off, so it's the default value like it did before. But if you put it at on, then when it gets to the end of the song, it will do it again. It will start over from the beginning. So if you need to do that, it's there now. And you also have number 9 here for clearing a song. So again, the clear patch, clear pattern, clear songs, they're all at number 9, all of them. And they're red, just to give you that it's not the same I mean, this is basically is dangerous. You're going to erase what you're doing, so you got to be sure that this is what you want to do. So I'm going to get out of this. The next thing that they have is this thing that is linked to the performance or the recording, if you want. So there's two new ways to enter the notes in the sequencer. So we go into sequencer mode, and in sequencer, I'm going to exit that. Okay, so I have this one. I want to create a new one. I can just go into Note, Gate. I'm going to clear this one. Push value. Push value. Sure. Now it's cleared. Okay, if I press, there's nothing happening. If I'm recording in real time, I can go Perform and Manual. And when I bring the volume up of the value here, you've got a click track. That's pretty useful. Let's go back to... Okay, or if you don't want to do it live like this, you can go Perform and Note, and then you go okay, you just enter the notes you want, or you every two you get rid of them if you don't want. So either Perform and Manual to go real time, or Perform and Note to go Now, I heard people talking about a zipping noise. Does this thing has a stepping sound that you hear step in the movement of the cutoff point? Now, I never, I mean, I played with it a couple of times and enough to don't hear, I don't hear it. So I'm just going to go and going to take a initialize patch. Okay, initialize patch. Nothing really special about it. Open it up. I'm going to take this one and this one. I have two of them, actually. Okay. So we hear the sound really clear. We cut. To be sure, what I'll do is actually I'm going to take the envelope and we're going to assign it to the cutoff point. Okay, I'm going to even open it up slowly and closing down slowly. So listen and tell me if you hear this as noisy or stepping. Only one. I'll bring the envelope, the resonance up. Maybe. Let's add some noise to see. gotta be honest, I don't see where people say this is has stepping noises. So for me, it sounds, well, if it has any stepping noise, it's too low for me to be bothered by it because I don't hear it. I wouldn't stop because of that. I like the sound of this little beast. Let's just try the new bank. So that's it. I hope this helps you understand a bit more about the new updates and what the SE-02 now has to offer. Again, cool little piece. Sounds really deep. I really love the studio electronic sound. I was a studio electronic owner with the SE-01 or the SE1, and it just sounded massive. And this thing rocks also. It sounds the same. Well, not the same, but it has the same, let's say, DNA with the Roland precision. So it's pretty cool. It's a really nice little feature. I'm curious to see where the next upgrade will get this thing to. That's it, guys. If you like what I'm doing, thumb up. If you want to share it, go ahead. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you have any comments, put them in the comments. And I hope to see you soon. Cheers.